I know that it pays me, just stop it.
Hello beautiful people, Nosipho here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be one of those chit chatty videos where I basically talk about anything and everything that I want to say anything about. That was a mouthful. So today's main topic is the struggles that are in the women's community. I just feel like girls don't get along and I just don't know why, and I want to address that. So if you'd like to hear what I have to say, then please do keep watching, and thank you so much for clicking play on my video. I love you guys and God bless. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is women should stop hating on other women that they don't know. I feel like every girl these days feels entitled to have an opinion about somebody else, and usually those opinions are negative. You can never say anything positive. It can never just be oh, there's another girl shining, like. You just have to be negative. Why do we hate on other people? And then this is the main point, that you don't know. Let's let that sink in. If you knew me, maybe it would be better, or rather, I think maybe you'd have some sort of footing to say something about me, because you at least know a little bit about me, about who I am, about the type of person I am, about my background, about where I'm from, about why I actually do what I do. So before we have negative comments, maybe we should think about whether it's our place to be saying any of that stuff, and then also, is it even like necessary for you to be saying any of that stuff? Maybe we should start thinking about that before we spew the hate instead of spreading love. So I just think sometimes hate in silence. If you're gonna be a hater, fine, be a hater, but do it in the comfort of your own home and don't let it go past your person bubble. Like, you know, that personal space bubble that you have? Don't let your hate spew past there, because sometimes you should just mind your own business and leave other people alone. It's not necessary to be hateful all the time, especially again with people that you don't actually know. So moving on to point number 2, that's right up there with hating on people that you don't know, which is probably even bigger than hating on people that you don't know, because we do this to people that we do know as well, which is very, very sneaky, is hating on other women's success. Whether it's work, whether it's personal, relationships, anything, when another woman achieves something, the bulk of women will never say something positive about her success. We're out here running around acting like it's a competition, like because she got a new job, there's no more space in the job market, now I can't get a new job, so I must be upset that she got a new job because what's gonna happen to me? Like, no. We're all on different paths, we all have different purposes, and we all have our own pace. Just because somebody achieved something before you did, especially if she's a woman, it doesn't mean that there's no more space for you to achieve what you want to achieve. And it also doesn't mean that that makes any less of your achievements. If you got a BA, for instance, a diploma, and somebody went out and got a degree, 5 degrees, a PhD, whatever it is, it doesn't mean that now you should be like, she got a PhD in drama, like, of all things. At least I have a degree in medicine. Like, that's irrelevant. Just because you're going to be a doctor and she's going to be a bomb-ass actress doesn't really say anything about either of your achievements. You're still able to do the best that you can, to thrive and to do the best for you in the vicinity of other women that are excelling and doing well. The sad thing is that this also happens in like circles, friendship circles, where you're friends with people, and when you do well and when you do amazing, they can't applaud you because they're out just sitting like, I ain't know why she got that before me. Like, think classy about it, because when you're sitting out there being bitter about somebody else doing amazing things, you're actually wasting your own time, because you're feeding yourself negativity and you're also derailing from what you should be focusing on, which is you and your achievements and how you can be the best version of yourself that you can be, and how you can do amazing things in your personal space. So we just need to start learning to clap our hands for others and not sit in corners snickering and bickering about how they don't deserve any of what they've gotten, basically just because it wasn't you. This next thing, I think is so important, because people fail to do this and then in the long run bad things happen. If you have a group of friends, or if you have one friend, or basically in your circle, you guys need to decide what your guy rules are, meaning your rules pertaining the opposite sex and relationships thereof, before bad things happen. Because if you never say to your friend, this is apparently an unwritten rule, but honestly, we know that this doesn't happen normally. If you haven't ever said, you can't date my ex from grade 5 because that's hands off, girl. We might have dated for 2 seconds and I might have been 10, but it was an important relationship. You didn't say that. Now this person ends up with your ex from grade 5 and you're out here like, she broke the girl code. She dated my ex. No, you didn't say that that wasn't allowed. So actually there's leeway for it to happen. So you need to lay down your ground rules, and not just about men, but about everything. Lay down those rules and everybody should know to follow them. If there are no rules, you actually can't be mad when somebody does something that you never told them that they shouldn't do to begin with. I don't think that's rocket science. Now, this next thing speaks so much to our morality and just whether or not we're good people. If you see another girl, let's say you're at a party and you see her in a compromising situation where either you can see that she's being harassed by somebody that she clearly doesn't want to give her attention to, or if you see somebody that maybe has had a little too much to drink and is making a fool of themselves and you can clearly see that they have no friends around, be their friend. You don't need to know somebody to help them. And I feel like that's just being a good person. It's very easy to sit there and be like, oh no, look at her, she on the ground. Ooh, girl has no morals. She was raised badly. It's very easy to say that, but you never know. I mean, just going up to her and asking the question, are you okay? Could save somebody from a situation that you could have never imagined would be the end result of what you were looking at. So you really need to be a helping hand to a sister, even if you ain't know her. Be a helping hand when you have the capability to be a helping hand. Help a sister out. It really won't cost you anything. The next thing that I think is right up there with starting any friendship, whether you're a guy or you're a girl, is honesty and trust are the best policy. What's wrong with your friends if they don't tell you that you look fat in that dress? Those shorts are too short. Maybe we should go to the gym. We all, or rather, you need to lose a little bit of weight. And yes, tough love is sometimes a bit difficult to do, but sometimes if you give that tough love with support, then it works out a lot better. And I feel like if you're friends with somebody, you need to be willing to support them through whatever they're going through. For instance, if you do think your friend has put on a little weight in all the wrong places and you think they should go to the gym, it's one thing to say, friend, I think you may need to get into a gym program and maybe shed those few extra pounds. But it's even more to be like, okay, this is your situation. I may not need to go to the gym, but because I'm your friend, I'm your sister, and I'm supposed to support you, and I'm supposed to encourage you, and I'm supposed to want you to be the best version of yourself that you can be, I'm gonna wake up and go to gym with you. Because we're in this together. This is us, this is our relationship. This would make you a better friend. But you need to do the best for your friends, because that's what friendship is all about. And guys do this, guys. Guys do this. Guys will lie for their friends. They'll cheat for their friends. They'll everything for their friends. But women can just never go the extra mile for each other. And that is honestly extremely pitiful and just sad. And the first one is people fighting over guys. I just feel that if you've ever seen guys in a situation where there's one girl and two of them, a lot of the time that one girl becomes the object of their game playing and they have the time of their lives messing with this girl's life. She's probably out here thinking she is the queen of the play game, but she's out there getting played. These guys don't sit there fighting like, oh, I saw her first, or what you doing with my girl, or what. No, that doesn't happen. As soon as they realize that, hey, same girl, Same girl, they out here high-fiving, planning stunts. Basically, they just go ham with the situation that's at hand. But as soon as you see girls in this situation, our classy Queen of Englands go out pulling each other's weaves, trashing each other's reputations. Basically, it's shoot to kill with the girls. At that time, you don't even consider that if this person is busy with the both of us, he actually doesn't give a hoot about the both of us. If he did, he wouldn't be cheating on you or he wouldn't be cheating on her. But girls ain't never see it that way. They see it as, this girl is the problem, taking my man. But that's not how it works, and that's not how we should see it, and that's really not enough for people to end their friendships over. Don't get me wrong, I'm not out here encouraging girls to pick a guy to victimize and, you know, play games with. That would be interesting, but I'm not saying people should do that. I'm just saying that we really need to think more objectively. I know that women are apparently emotional beings, and sometimes we don't think with our minds, we think with our hearts and bloody bloody blah, all of that. That's all good and dandy, but when your emotions make you borderline irrational, then there's a problem and we need to address it, and you need to check yourself. And the last thing that I think would make all of us the best of friends is don't leave any sister behind. This basically covers all of the things that I've just discussed, because if you're always trying to push each other forward, encourage each other, look out for each other, have each other's backs, basically all the things that I mentioned before wouldn't happen. So we just need to have flock mentality, a group mentality, a mentality where we are together, we are united, and anything that would affect that unity, that togetherness, we fight against. Because as soon as we had that, I feel like women would achieve so much more in life than they do now. Because right now it's a go it alone kind of game and pull everybody else down on the way kind of game. But if it was more of a build each other up brick by brick kind of game, we'd be a lot better for it. A lot better for it. So I really do hope that our relations in our women community improve, and that people just see that having a sister, guys, is one of the best gifts that God could ever give you, and even better when a friend becomes a sister. So love each other, spread love, spread happiness, spread positivity, and what will come back to you is exactly that. So thank you so much for watching my video. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys.